This is a little disclaimer that I do have a new microphone now, like an actual microphone instead of just using my phone. So I'm experimenting and trying to figure out how this thing works. Yippee! I think the only person I've met in real life with 100% career satisfaction was this gal I knew who was a presenter at a children's science museum and delivered every line like she was running a WWE match. Every time you passed the room where she was giving a presentation, you'd hear something like, "Who's ready for cephalopods?" And the kids would go absolutely nuts, cheering.
Aren't all animals dangerous?
Every animal has the potential to be dangerous under certain circumstances. For instance, a dog could bite you, a moth could distract a UPS driver into plowing through your living room window, you could inhale and choke on an earthworm. Did Lemony Snicket write this? People say that the Spaniel is a gentle breed of dog, and yet, when it accelerated out of this railgun at 2,500 miles per second directly towards this group of orphans, I think the crux of human misery stems from the fact that our skeleton just wants to sit around and accumulate dust in an ancient barrow. That is the innate imperative of all skeletal remains, in case you didn't know. But our meat has its own agenda, which creates this fundamental conflict of interests.
My organs keep whining about self-preservation. My bones? Playing the waiting game.
There is comfort in knowing the bones will win. Is there? I had no idea that chickens could float or swim. I don't know why. I've never thought of chickens as buoyant. I never pictured chickens anywhere near water. What else have I been missing? C'est le swimming pool. Me walking out of a brothel. Fucking bullshit. My wife.
Well, what did you think a brothel was?
Me looking sadly at the empty bowl I brought. Doesn't matter. I love this post. I love that your wife went with you. She's so supportive. The weirdest guy I ever met in a church was this boy who referred to Buzz Aldrin and his husband going to the moon. I was completely baffled. And when I asked if he'd misspoken, he got really angry and accused me of being deliberately ignorant of the facts. It turns out that he was somehow convinced that Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong were married. It took 5 Wikipedia articles to convince him otherwise.
The moon landing was fake. Tired. Passé. Heard it before. The moon landing was an elaborate marriage proposal. Fresh. Sexy. I'm going to be thinking about this for months. I was worried my cat is dehydrated because I never see him drink water, so I've started leaving a cup of water that's mine, aka he sees me drink out of it once before he does, in my room, so he thinks he is being a rebellious naughty by drinking out of it, but really he's just following my plan and being hydrated.
God in the Garden of Eden. Absolutely obsessed with the implications of that comment. Love that in a lot of classic literature, people just randomly fall ill, but bro, their homes were stacked to the roof with arsenic and asbestos and lead and radium. Of course they were sick all the time. And then they're like, we took my ill wife to the seaside and her condition improved remarkably. And it's like, Edward, your house has 7 time bombs in it. Please just leave your wife at the seaside and she'll do very well not getting mesothelioma.
Edward, your wife may be entitled to financial compensation.
Today I learned a philosophy riddle from 1688 was recently solved. If a man born blind can feel the differences between shapes such as spheres and cubes, could he, if given the ability, distinguish those objects by sight alone? In 2003, 5 people had their sight restored through surgery, and no, they could not. Via reddit.com.
I love when apparently deep questions turn out to have clear empirical answers.
As far as I'm concerned, all pussy is clown pussy. And brother, I'm about to start honking. And brother, I'm about to pop a tent for the circus. And brother, I'm a blonde cream pie. OP is an NPC that you were pressing A in front of. I'm spitting up blood. I hate people that are like,
oh, you shouldn't curse. Use proper words. Only people with a small vocabulary use curse words.
like, no, Karen. Fuck is exactly the word I'm looking for. Because saying you are an idiot is one thing. Saying you are a fucking idiot is another. Similarly, trying to be all fancy and calling someone a blight on the world simply has a different energy and weight to it, rather than calling them a fucking asshole. You wouldn't use a rapier in the same situation you'd use a folding chair. That last line is fire, though.
I'd be so cute whimpering underneath you, barely able to maintain eye contact if you were even wondering.
So, that kind of physically hurt to record. I was looking at reviews for the drug they're considering prescribing me for, and comment from 4554 on treatment for 1 to 2 years. Patient. Published May 16th. I haven't seen much reduction in my OCD problems, but every time I sneeze, I have an orgasm. And it's allergy season! My doc says 5% of patients experience the side effect, but no one ever talks about it. I love it! I will never give up this drug. Related reading. Allergy. Drop the name of the drug, OP. Finish 7 Deadly Sins, so I guess I really am gonna have to start watching Naruto now.
Is 7 Deadly Sins a show? Or have you finished with all of the sins? Like a checklist? And now Naruto is the 8th sin?
This is the funniest possible tag someone could have put on this post. The Angel of Death fists you,
And then you die.
Context. My teacher translated the verb to grasp one's hand as to fist, since that's kind of what it literally means. But you can't translate it like that into English, because to fist means something entirely different. But she doesn't know that. So she was explaining how they use the verb to describe the Angel of Death taking your soul. He rips your soul out of you with his fist. Now that's pretty damn metal, but she said word for word, the Angel of Death fists you, and then you die, which is the single most terrifying and powerful sentence to ever grace my ears.